Pisces, for St. Patty's Day week, it is fabulous. As Julie Andrews would say, supercalifragilistic. The only little nugget that we have to get over this week is your own self, okay? That sixth position is the Nine of Swords, and that's the nightmare card, and the nightmare is in our own head. So we have to kind of get rid of it and move it away, because there's healing, there's enchanting, mystical things that are happening this week in the spiritual realm, as well as in the area of the gold coin. So if you're looking for money and abundance, which the cards say you are, that's all available, along with love, and most importantly, an overall refresh. And God is at work here in the turning of the wheel, as you see in that first case placement, right? Okay, that's all about God's work. So it's more importantly there when you got to get out of the way so the wheel can turn. And a lot of it shows the heartbreak and the heartache that you've been through, because with those kind of major arcana cards, like in this Hierophant as well, you don't get to that guy unless you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. And this part of this reading says maybe part of it has been in the gold coin area, work, the material world, which is never a good fit for a Pisces. So you're coming out of that, but it's kind of blocking and jacking up your anxiety and fear and insecurity from those past reflections, instead of being able to open your eyes for the opportunities and potentials that are coming your way. Because there's so much, like I said, of healing and enchantment, and it's all about the spiritual realm to be able to make and reaffirm your confidence and your goodwill. So I need you to act upon it. And there's just, again, so much fresh energy. You've been planting new ideas, and maybe some of those ideas took and some of them didn't, but you can't be discouraged. And again, there's always past reflections from the start of this year to here about the shadiness of other people. But again, we can't let that temper our viewpoint for the future, okay? Because there's a lot of stirring, and it could be a little scary because the thoughts aren't fully formulated, or you don't know exactly where to put your next step, or it's not even getting to the next step. You don't even know what to do. But the only way of Pisces to get to that point is to quiet yourself, right? Okay, quiet your breathing, quiet that anxiety and fear. That's not God's realm. That's our realm, okay, right? Take that breath in. And now again, let God get at work in there, okay? God is building your confidence up. God is making you remember who and what you are, all right? Leave it in God's hands, because that wheel is saying God is at the wheel, okay? Like that old bumper sticker, Jesus has got the wheel, and this is literally the case in this, okay? And especially with that second crossing card, the Hierophant, it's a reflection of God and the universe being made into the material world. A lot of time it's organized religion. So if you feel like your spiritual journey is kind of juxtaposed with tradition or anything, you got to be you. Or if any of that kind of spiritual or a being of service you want to go and implement in the future, not only just with work, but with love, like getting the right people and situations in your life that suit you and the kind of way that you want to lead your life, okay? So that's all on the table, but the refresh starts with you. And again, I have some good news about that abundance. In the top of the matter, in the God, the Six of Pentacles, and he's sitting next to that Queen of Wands right there. That's in the 10th position in the outcome. So the selling of yourself, promotion, marketing, engaging, getting social, because I feel part of these cards say that you have been kind of hiding in the mud as the little twin fish, okay? And I need you to come out into the sunlight and clean waters, because that's where that money comes from. And the Six of Pentacles is a celebratory state in the area of money. And it literally in tarot is the only card that means the gift of money. So people are out there looking at you as full ideas and ready to kick it. So get settled, because God's using those ideas and thoughts to kind of get away the old boulders from the past, okay? The buildup that has bound you in, that now you're free, that you've been praying for forever anyway. So let's go greet that new day, okay? That's the general reading. Let's get into why I say this, okay? That first place position, that Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana, and she's sitting on top of another major arcana. And the wheel literally means the wheel of time, like I said, right? But it's more importantly, it's that feeling that we've been on the downturn for so long that we didn't think that the shoe could keep dropping, and it kept dropping and kept dropping. And it really tests us. It's no wonder we're feeling anxiety ridden. So, and it throws everything at us, okay? Shading people, situations, heartbreak, our own tried efforts getting through, pushing like a rock up the hill and then having it fall back on us. I've been there, done that. I get it. But now that's what the wheel appears for me in a reading. It means I'm done with those lessons for you. And the wheel suggests that we're on the upturn again. So I really need that to kind of sit at the gut of the matter with all these other cards, because that's what's turning this new change, right? That's what's engaging it and getting it to move forward. So believe it, all right? And Pisces, connect to God. That's your special gift. So just believe in hope and faith. And you know that's what got you through all this. So let's keep moving forward, because the number 2 position is the Hierophant. Like I said, he takes a message from God and makes it a material reality. So if you're, let's say, fighting traditional ways of doing your own thing, just do your own thing, okay? Bring God into it. It doesn't matter what the conversation is or how the conversation takes place. God will sit right by there, have a cup of coffee with you. You know what I mean? It's all available. The universe is there to help us. But also, too, if you're thinking about doing some spiritual service work, if for work in business, don't not let that see where that goes, okay? Because that's really a crazy shame, and that might bring the money to where you're looking for abundance. I think it's going to have to be, and that's kind of what Pisces said, overcome in this world. It has to be a combination of the material and the spiritual. So if you're just focused on the material, like let's say I want to get to A to Z by not doing B, C, and D, it's never going to work for anybody, but especially not going to work for you. So you need to move the spirit into it. That's what this whole week starts to give a reflection. It might be one tiny week, but it's a really big deal in the overall scope of the calendar where you're going next, okay? So we got that 6 of Pentacles, which literally means the gift of money in tarot. It's the only card in the 78 card deck that represents that, and I've never known it to fail. So if you get a little money, which the cards say you're looking for, it's all possible, okay? So you really need to put yourself out there. That's why I was saying that outcome. That's the Queen of Wands. She's the ruler of advertising, promotion, marketing, social settings, parties, events. So let's say you want to do events with the spiritual guy, hook it up, and someone might just give you the money to do so. Push the envelope this week, because you've been thinking about it, because the 5 in the past reflection, that Page of Pentacles, I've been planting the seeds. And again, just like when you plant tomatoes, some, you have to cull out ideas. Some work, some don't. And you just got to face that reality. That's just how business is. But it's always for your betterment, because you're always wanting to put forth a good product, including yourself, okay? So don't worry about that. And that 4th place permission is the Knight of Swords. So it's like thoughts on thoughts on thoughts. And that can be really scary for anybody, but especially for a Pisces after what you've been through and you're trying to connect with the spirit. It's like everything else is getting in there, but that's kind of God's way of balancing you, right? Okay? The thoughts are there to help you. It's getting away, again, like I said, the rubble of the past, so new ideas could emerge. And that's why a little throwing the seeds out, putting the spaghetti on the wall, that's what's necessary now. But then all of a sudden we get to this, okay? The 6th card placement is our present day state of mind. And that's the 9 of Swords. And like I said in the synopsis, the 9 of Swords is the nightmare card. But the nightmare card, it's our thoughts which represent swords, right? But the nightmare is in our own head. So we have built up a garden of like strangling fear, anxiety, and insecurity, and we're doubting ourselves. I don't know where to move next. I don't even know how to move next. And then I got all these overpowering thoughts, and then I got wishes of money, and I know I need to be doing something. I'm desperate for a refresh. So that's okay. That's why we have to kick this guy to the curb, okay? So 6 of Swords needs to go in past reflection, because the wheel is at work and the Hierophant is at work. Even in that crossing matter, it means healing, like I said, an enlightenment and enchantment for you. And that's your realm. So let it happen. Let it wash over you like the waters, right? Let that clean air and water and sunshine get to you. Even go stand in the shower and take a bath. It's going to help you reconnect your thoughts, all right? Because God's stirring it, because I got the wheel going and I'm asking, okay, where's the wheel going? And number 7 position is telling me where. The Knight of Pentacles is saying, let's take a ride for home, family, work, money. Everything gets covered in the Pentacles in the career area. I mean, in the world area, in the material, right? That's his domain. But again, it's this guy's brother. Let's plant those new ideas. And now I'm going to go right out and go check on the bees and see how the sprouts are doing. That's all the Knight, okay? So we want new adventures, but we're hesitating and scared We're not believing in God. So that we need to like kind of get in a refresh ourselves, okay? It's a whole new life. So you live it today as a new individual and new identity. It's not yesterday or anything that you're carrying from yesterday, including shame or embarrassment or any of those things that could temper us down and make us scared, or shadiness, all that, okay? So stop. People see you stirring. So again, go back. If there's some ideas that you think you can implement, even just writing up a one pager and sending it to other people, or refreshing a love relationship that you really want to bring new stuff to because you've probably been a crab apple for so long right now. So I need you to kind of do that. And people see you stirring anyway. That's the eight position, the page of swords, right? And it's more thoughts on thoughts. It's this guy's brother too. So we got a lot of thought thinking. People see it to you. So harness it in the way that it's not scattery and scary, okay? Nobody wants to be around like that, not to be a bummer, but you don't even like to be around it. So I need you to kind of work with these guys. They're taking you somewhere else. So don't be afraid of where the new ideas are taking you. Just let the flow go. That's the scary part of any kind of creativeness, right? Okay. Even a refresh to relationship, like I said, and you want it. The eight of wands in the ninth position is our hopes and fears, a duality, right? So I want it, but I'm scared of it because I've been through so much already. I don't know even where to go next, like I said. But you do. That's the eight. Go ride. Get in the water with the dolphins. That's your domain, right? And no harm done. The eight is in the end numbers of the wands, the creative journey. So the things that you've learned that might have caused the heartbreak and the heartache in any area is all going to serve you now, because your antenna is better, your experience, your knowledge base. And again, we're meant to come here, especially Pisces, to overcome the material. So you can't let the material world, like it bums you out, maybe lost money, lost friends, lost a lover. You can't let those kind of things bum you out, because you're meant for bigger things, okay? And that's what that egg said, is a refresh. And then the ninth position. Oh, the eight wands. No wonder I'm so confused. So here we go on the 10 is the Queen of Wands and the outcome. And again, that's why I was saying promotion, marketing, advertising. It's her domain. She's like a warm fire on a cold day. Everyone gravitates to the Queen. Everyone wants to be around the Queen. So if you're looking even for mentors that are that nice, soft energy, but real confident and really secure in themselves, surround yourself with that vibration, because that's what the Queen represents. It's available to you, okay? And when we're talking about selling our ideas or ourselves, even in social situations, like I said, or lovers or reigniting, it all gets applied here, okay? And in the bonus card, here's another affirmation that the Eight of Pentacles says, that we need that restart, right? And the refresh, beginning is so beautiful in the eight, because it's so welcome. It's so long overdue. And you got a couple of them here, again, with God and the universe at work. This is a fab week. Again, I said it's a small week on the calendar, but it's a big deal for you this week, Pisces.